ideal people, my God. Honest. If he had a penny coming to him, he wanted it. But if you had one come to you, you got it. He was just that honest.
But every Saturday, we'd have a big lunch. The table in the dining room was set with just beautiful linen white cloths. And Miss Mildred had a lady working there taking care of the food, cooking and everything. But she didn't come in and eat with us.
They had a lady named Miss Liza. She worked there too. She did little house cleaning, right?
Yeah, she did house cleaning, cook.
She house cleaning,
Yeah,
cook.
she did house cleaning.
They had a brother in Washington who came down every Friday night and stayed the weekend. And he took care of a lot of the older men that came in, the guys, the country boys that had worked on the farm. He'd take care of all of them.
He had another sister named Mildred, and Mildred, she helped him with the business.
Yeah, they was in business. And the brother of Gus.
There was another sister there, Margaret. Margaret really never had much to say, and she sort of scared me as a kid. But she was very pleasant. Sometimes when I was down there chattering away with Miss Naomi, I'd hear the screen door open, and Miss Margaret would come in. They always had a white apron on. She'd just stand there and look at me and smile. I took my apricot and left.
A new soup came out called Huffs, and came in a can that big. Miss Adelaide had looked up there and she said, "Oh, Miss Naomi, is that soup pretty good?" And Miss Naomi said, "No, Miss Adelaide, we don't eat nothing out of the store." I could see that they were fired to Francis. I said, "Oh boy, fur's gonna fly around here in a little while." So Miss Adelaide went out and got one of that old bread box. He said, "Naomi, where in the hell did you get the food you eat up Captain Harvey's?" And she said, "Well, I don't know what you're talking about, Francis." He said, "You told her that you don't eat anything at the store." She said, "Well, Francis, I meant we didn't eat soup at the store. We eat homemade soup." But that's not what you said, Naomi.
But you go down Captain Harvey's and you take this big hunk of meat and take it out and throw it on the block, you know. And you somebody get his own knife and you sharpen it all. He said that cut a piece off it. 25-cent piece now, you know. Throw that thing up and you chew in the back. You might spit over. You take that thing and throw it up on the scales. Everybody said, "Ah, damn, I do it every time. I never miss." He's probably 2 or 3 ounces short or whatever.
Sometimes on a Sunday morning the stores were closed, but I can hear some of the black children coming down the road and he called, "Captain Harvey, Captain Harvey, oh, Captain Harvey." 6 o'clock in the morning now. And my grandfather said, "For father's sake," that was his favorite. "Father's sake, what does he want?" "I need some medicine, Mom's sick. We gotta have some medicine, she's really bad off, gotta have." So he'd get up, get dressed, go down and give him the medicine. Never had any money exchanged hands. If Paul worked, then Paul would pay.
I think he certainly served a purpose with the community as part of the community, and a very valuable part of the community, because people really relied on their supplies from milk to boots, you know, from him, because that was a long trip to go to Annapolis or go someplace else.
The store to me seemed like Petticoat Junction.
Right.
You would come around, people would come and they'd look for whatever they need, if they had it in the store. And then if they didn't have it in the store, then they would send my father out to get some. And my father would get in the little green pickup truck and hold up traffic. Well, our traffic wasn't going too fast, but he would drive all around Galesville, and they'd be driving 10 miles per hour. And he was going picking up stuff or delivering.
They had a power outage or something, and he went up. He says, "Go up and get about 3 or 4 lanterns." And they went up and told Francis they wanted 4 lanterns. He said, "You don't need 4. You only need 2. 1 for set and 1 for carrying." So he sold him 2, and he got back. He says, "Well, where are those?" He says, "He wouldn't sell them to me." So he sent somebody else up to get 2 lanterns. He says, no, I told you, you already got 2. You need 1 for setting, 1 for carrying. You know, he was kind of set in his ways.
He gave me 5 gallons of gas a day if I come back.
They worked until they died.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Carl got sick. They didn't go to no hospital. They were sick. The doctor was coming. You know how doctors used to go around hospital. And they all, I think they all died in the house. They were tied to that property.
When Francis passed away, well, he left us all girls $1,000. We were surprised. That was a great family.